Tamara with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking. Welcome to our channel and welcome to our kitchen. We're doing another wonderful fun thing today. It is a pork crown roast. And it's going to be stuffed with apple and sausage and onions and all kinds of wonderful things. And my first step today, I've already started to preheat my cast iron skillet here on the stove. I'm going to brown my sausage. It's a half a pound of breakfast sausage. And then I'm going to add my onions. And I went ahead and chopped up my onions because I didn't want you to see me crying. These things are strong. They came from our garden up in Wyoming. Oh my goodness. And of course we're down here in Arizona. We'll still be here for a few more months. And first I'm going to put my sausage in here. And you want to always use a wooden spoon or a high temperature spatula when you're using cast iron. You don't want to use metal. We're going to break that up. Turn my heat up a little bit more. So we're going to get this browned good. It is going to be wonderful. So this is going to be our New Year's Eve dinner. This is going to be awesome. All right, we'll let that go. Get that brown in there. Turn my heat up a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dice up my celery and put that in a bowl here. I love these kind of knives. My husband usually is my chopper, but he's busy running the camera today. He's my background help, tons of help. Of course, our pork crown roast is not as big as we normally do because we're not going to have a huge family here this year. In fact, our pork crown roast has kind of turned out to be a funny deal. I ordered it through a local butcher shop down here and told him what I wanted. We went to go pick it up, and it wasn't quite what we thought it was going to be because apparently he hadn't done a pork crown roast before. So it's kind of funny looking, but we resurrected this little pork crown roast, and it's not going to hold as much stuffing, so my stuffing will be more than what I can put in that, but then you can always bake it in a casserole dish. Now this is a Gala apple. You can use whatever kind of apple you like to use. I kind of like Galas or Fuji's or Honeycrisp are often really, really good in something like this. And I do not peel my apples. You can if you want to, but I wash this really well. First I'm going to core it. You hear that sausage starting to cook. I love anything with apples, and apples and sausage just go together. And you don't have to dice these real fine, because the apples will cook down with your dressing. Here's my sausage here. Doesn't want to break up. This is pretty lean sausage. I also get this from the local butcher shop here where we're at. They grind it and they season it also, but I always add my own seasoning. I like a little more sage and pepper and garlic. We are going to put our pork crown roast today in our cast iron enamel Dutch oven and bake it in the oven today, because down here in Yuma, where we're at, it's forecast for rain today. So we don't want to get this started be dealing with the rain. I hope you enjoy what we're doing today. We have a website. It's called WyomingDutchOvenCooking.com. If you go to that website, you will get a free guide and a recipe book, which is very, very helpful and fun. Especially the guide, it just gives you a lot of tips and things on cooking with cast iron, the care of it. It's incredibly easy and fun. Of course, our funnest thing is doing stuff like this outside, up in the mountains, up home. But we're going to be doing a lot of desert cooking this winter while we're down here, going out on the desert and doing some camping, which will be really fun. So stay with us. We're going to have some Southwest dishes going on. As you can see, I am not chopping this real fine. It should be just perfect. What I'm doing here is I'm letting the sausage brown, and if I need to drain any of the grease off, I will. And then I'm going to put my apples and all of this into there and let it cook a bit. Our home up in Wyoming has gas, which I absolutely love. Down here I've got electric, and it cooks a little bit different. Yeah, this sausage is quite lean. That's why it doesn't really want to break up real well. So I'll take my little spatula here. We have new and exciting recipes coming out every Tuesday. So if you subscribe, you will get a notice. It'll tell you we have a new video coming out. So if you please subscribe. Now I'm going to put my apples and celery in here. And my onions. But if you subscribe, it just alerts you that we've got another new video coming out. And remember to hit that like button. And please leave a comment. We really would like a comment, what you like, what we're not doing right. It just is a lot of fun, and please share with all your family and friends, your enemies if you want to. We prefer your friends. Oh boy, does this smell good. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and add my seasonings, and this can all cook together. I'm going to add a teaspoon of sage. This is ground sage. That's a generous teaspoon. My husband always says I don't measure things quite right, but you know, you cook for a lot of years. Of course, the ladies in the olden days, back years ago, their thing was a pinch of this and a pinch of that. There wasn't any rules on measuring. And that is a teaspoon of pepper. So we've got a teaspoon of each: garlic powder, sage, and black pepper. Okay, we're going to let this simmer for a bit. Keep on cooking here. Break up that sausage. Oh my, does this smell wonderful. Shouldn't take too much longer. I have 4 cups of breadcrumbs here. And you can buy these. Pepperidge Farms is really a good one, but there's a lot of different ones. So I've got 4 cups of the breadcrumbs. Actually, they're little cubes, bread cubes. I'm going to put that in there. And I have 2 cups of chicken broth that I've gone ahead and mixed up myself here. So we're going to let this cook for a bit and then put it all together and stuff our pork crown roast, which you will have fun when you see our pork crown roast. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, as you can see, our sausage and apple and celery, onion is all cooked here really well. Oh my goodness, does it smell wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my stuffing here. Okay, there we go on that part. Now I'm going to add my chicken broth. And this is 2 cups, as you can see. And I'm just going to slowly add this to this because we might not need that much. You want your dressing nice and moist, but not too moist. So I'm going to add about half of this. Mix it up real well. And as you can see, it is going to take the rest of this. And with the remaining dressing that I'll have left over, I'll put it in a casserole dish and bake it in the oven for extra for later. That's what's so fun about the holidays. We always have leftovers. My goodness. Okay, that's nice and moist. Okay, here's our funny looking little pork crown roast, as you can see. What we're going to do is, I have an enamel cast iron that we're going to put this in. A nice deep one, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and put my little roast in here. And we're going to put as much stuffing as I can in there. And if I need to tie it, I will. And I'm not putting any seasoning around on my little roast because there's enough from this dressing. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Now we're going to bake this in the oven at 350 covered for a couple hours, and of course then we will check the temperature, which it should be 165 for pork. Okay, great. I'm going to finish stuffing this pork roast, and we are going to have to wrap a string around it and tie it together so I can get some more stuffing in it. Okay, great. We'll see you in a little bit and show you our beautiful roast when we get it done. Well, our New Year's Eve dinner got done. As you can see, it turned out absolutely beautiful. It was a pork crown roast with our apple sausage dressing. Of course, we have fresh broccoli that we get from the local fields down here that is awesome. Homemade cranberry sauce. Can't get any better than this. Life is good. We hope that everybody had a wonderful 2019. My husband and I and family certainly did, and we hope everybody else did. So hard to believe that tomorrow is going to be 2020. Oh my goodness. I guess that means we're getting older. Of course, our motto is great food shared with family and friends equals great times. And here it is, my little Frosty the Snowman, wishing you a happy new year and a wonderful 2020. And thank you for joining us today. And we hope you continue to join us. And just remember to subscribe. Please hit that like button and give us some feedback. Happy New Year. Until we meet again, and I know we will be meeting again. Thank you.